Welcome to All Things Marketing Podcast, the podcast that talks all things marketing for both franchise and multi-location marketing leaders. ATM is brought to you by PureDriven. We'll show you how to turn your brand into a money-making machine. Here's your host, Steve Rockwood.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Franchise ATM. My name is Steve Rockwood. I'm the marketing manager at PureDriven. Today, I'm going to give you a crash course in LinkedIn and LinkedIn marketing. Now, LinkedIn is probably the most personal platform as far as marketing goes. We've looked at a crash course in Facebook marketing, and we've looked at a crash course in Twitter marketing. Both of those have personal elements to them, but LinkedIn is definitely the most personal because you're really putting yourself out there as the owner or the person running the marketing of this company and running the sales of this company, because you have a business page, but you also have your personal account, and they kind of interchange more than other social media platforms. So for instance, you have your Facebook business page, right? And it's your business. Let's just make one up. Let's say it's a water bottle company. We're going to call it Water Bottles for You. Hopefully that's not a real company. If it is, you're welcome for the free marketing, Water Bottles for You. But let's say you have a Facebook page. It's your company page, Water Bottles for You, right? You're not going to interact as, let's say I own it and I'm Steve Rockwood on Facebook. I'm not going to interact as much as Steve Rockwood on the page. I'm more or less going to be interacting as the brand. So Water Bottles for You is going to be liking and replying to comments and reviews and posting. Now, on LinkedIn, you also have a business page, but the way that people are going to learn about your business the most is from your own interactions on your personal page, because it's not your Facebook group of friends on LinkedIn. Your Facebook group of friends are probably mostly real-life friends that you've met. LinkedIn, it's more or less colleagues and connections within your industry. So it's almost like Twitter, where you're trying to follow people within your industry and interact with them and your target audience. But on LinkedIn, you're actually asking permission to do that first, because you're sending them a connection request or they're connecting to you. So it's a lot more personal, and everyone has what they do right on their profile. It's a professional network. So basically, you know what Steve Rockwood does. My headline on LinkedIn, when you look at my account, is marketing manager and podcast host at PureDriven. So you know, okay, this guy works for a company called PureDriven. He does their marketing and he has a podcast. So you know, if you're in that world or you're looking for something in that world, I'm probably a good person to connect with. Then if you look at my account and you scroll down, you'll see what I used to do, or what I also do on top of my PureDriven work. So you'll see I own a company. It's called Animated Social. So you'll go, oh, he owns a company. What does that do? And then you'll look and you'll go, okay, he makes animated videos, he does voiceovers, and he does some graphic design. All right, awesome. I know he does that. And then you look back and you go, oh, he used to work at a gym. He taught tennis. So you get all this information about people's professional lives that you're probably not going to find unless you dig really, really deeply on Twitter, and unless they share a lot of info on their bio on Facebook. So it's a very personal, professional connection. So my recommendation is to find people within your industry and connect with them. LinkedIn, when it first started, they would always say, only accept connection requests from people that you work with or you've met. That's not the case anymore. It's a social network now. And they know it's a social network now. They give you tools like Sales Navigator and the search functions to find people within your industry. So that's not the rule anymore. That was the unwritten rule of LinkedIn. That is no longer the rule. Connect with everyone you can that it makes sense to connect with. Now, when you connect with someone, make sure to add a note. Don't just send them a connection request out of the blue. they're not going to know who you are most of the time, and then they have to do the research. Make it easier for them to hit accept by telling them who you are. And please, oh please, don't try and sell them in the connection request. That's probably most people's biggest pet peeve on LinkedIn, and people still do it all the time. They'll send you a connection request with a message that basically they're trying to sell you something immediately. Or they'll send you a connection request and just say, hey, I want to join your network. We have a lot of like-minded connections. I think it'd be great. And then you'll accept it because that's a good opening message, right? You're like, okay, that seems friendly. And then you'll accept it, and then 10 minutes later, they'll send you 3-paragraph sales pitch about what they do, and then they want you to schedule an appointment with them. So don't do that. Offer value to people. So when I send a connection request to someone in the franchise world, I usually tell them about the podcast. So maybe you got a message from me and you're listening to this podcast. That's my approach, is I find people in my niche in the industry that I'm interested in, and I send them a quick blurb saying I'd love to connect with them because they're in my industry. And then I send them a link to the podcast. I say, hey, I think this might be helpful for you. There's some topics that you'd probably enjoy. Also, I love having guests. So if you've heard guests on this show, that's how I got them. I basically asked them in a LinkedIn message if they were interested in being a guest to let me know. There's no sales pitch in what I send. I'm just telling them, hey, I think this is useful. I'm not telling them PureDriven provides digital marketing for franchisees. Let's take a look at what we offer and what we could do for you. Please click my calendar link and choose a time. Thank you. I don't do that. I try and offer education. And if they enjoy the education, awesome. I've gained over 1,400 connections over the past few months because of this approach, and it's working great. And I'm meeting a lot of awesome people, and I'm learning a lot, and I'm getting a lot of great podcast guests to hopefully teach you guys some things. So it's been a really great experience, and I think that this approach is working for me. Now, your approach might be different. You might have different content, or you might not have content that you want to share. You might just want to connect. So just send them a quick personal message and maybe take something from their bio that you can use. So in my case, I taught tennis. People often will message me and tell me that they also play tennis or something. So at least I know that they looked into who I am, and they at least kind of know who they're connecting with. And then great conversations can start from there. I had someone connect with me from the area around here in Minneapolis, and he sent me a nice personal message. We connected, and then every week he would send me an article, but he wouldn't only send his own articles. He would send me an article that he knew would relate to me in a message. And I thought that was pretty cool because it kept me top of mind. It kept him top of mind for me. So if I ever did want to reach out for what he offered, it'd be great. But he never tried to sell me on anything. He just gave me things. He'd say, hey, Steve, I was thinking of you this morning and PureDriven, and I was thinking that this article has a lot to do with, what your industry is about. Let me know if it was helpful. And then we start conversations from there. So that was a nice approach as well. His name was also Steve. So Steve to Steve, thank you, my friend. I enjoy your weekly messages. On top of that, there also is the posting aspect of LinkedIn, right? If you're going to connect with people and message, that's great, but you should also be building some content. So posting on LinkedIn, there's really no rules. It's a relatively new platform as far as the social media aspect of it. So people are still experimenting, but a lot of people are making videos, just impromptu videos, kind of like these podcasts, right? They're setting up a camera phone and they're recording themselves talking about a certain topic. So maybe I would make a video on LinkedIn that's only 3 minutes long, and I'd be saying the same things that I am right now on this podcast. So I'd put a video up, I'd record, and I'd say, hey, LinkedIn friends, I was just thinking about how important LinkedIn is on my daily life, and here's 3 things that I've learned over the past 5 months while using LinkedIn every day. Boom, boom, boom. And then please discuss in the comments what you've learned on LinkedIn or what you've found helpful. And then, boom, now you have a conversation started. You can also share articles. And then on your business page, so those are on your personal page, but on your business page, then you can share more of your business happenings. So the rule on LinkedIn as far as the split of entertaining content to business content as far as like your own business goes. You can post more stuff about your own business on your LinkedIn business page than you would on Facebook. So most of your posts can be about your business. That's perfectly fine. Your personal page, you're going to want to offer more hints, tips, advice, things you've learned, content, and just kind of overall discussion pieces. So those are kind of the two differences there. There are LinkedIn ads as well. They are pricier than your other social media ads, but you kind of know your audience. So business to business, great place to use your ad spend. As far as business to consumer goes, if you're a retail store in a certain area, might not be the best place to use your money, but it's definitely worth making some connections and connecting to local businesses around your area as well, and those local business owners. I believe that is my crash course on LinkedIn. It's all about the connections. It's all about letting your own personality shine. And it's all about finding that content that works for you and really being able to post that every once in a while. You don't have to post daily. Maybe once every other day is totally fine. Once every 3 days even, if you're putting good content out there. And then just make sure to interact with other people's content when you're on the platform. When you see someone post a video, watch it. They're usually short, 2 to 3 minutes. Spend 2 to 3 minutes, listen, and then comment what you think. I've met so many people on here because of that. So it's a great two-way street to connect and talk to people. So that's my advice as far as LinkedIn goes. Crash course in LinkedIn complete. I hope that you found that helpful, and I will see you here next time on Franchise ATM. Have a good day.
You just listened to All Things Marketing Podcast. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch every new episode every day. Want to be a guest on the show? Sign up at PureDriven.com/guest. See you tomorrow here at the ATM.